look pregnant, hoe. Why they saying that Hunxho done got her pregnant at 43? 43 with a baby on the way?
Hunxho just crashed out hard, and Keyshia Cole's pregnancy reveal lit the fuse. At 43, her shaky performance and his slip about a baby on the way turned whispers into a scandal. Now the fallout is spiraling out of control, and it's darker than anyone expected. Hunxho and Keyshia Cole might have just turned the internet upside down after fans are convinced Keyshia could be pregnant at 43. It all started after Keyshia's London show. People who were there said her whole vibe fell off. She wasn't giving her usual energy, her voice cracked a few times, and at one point, she even broke down crying mid-song. One fan posted, "Saw her live yesterday. She looks pregnant and her energy was off. Praying for her looks like she's going through something." Another bluntly said she was barely locking in, like her mind was somewhere else entirely. Just weeks before that show, Hunxho slipped up in an interview. During a podcast taping, the host casually asked about his kids, and Hunxho said something that blew the whole timeline open.
How many kids you got?
I got two. I got two and one on the way.
Oh, congratulations.
Well,
congratulations.
You like being a daddy?
Yeah.
You know that's real, Hunxho.
But he never specified who the mom was. That's when fans started piecing things together. Hunxho mentioned his lady's birthday was in October.
What month is her birthday? You don't know?
October.
October. So she's probably either a Libra or what else is it?
Or a Scorpio.
Or a Scorpio. Okay.
And Keyshia was born October 15th. You see how this starts looking suspicious, right? But hold up, it's not that simple. Hunxho's other baby mama is already confirmed pregnant with his second child. So technically that one on the way could be hers. Still, people ran wild with the theory that Keyshia was carrying his third. To make things worse, Hunxho had recently shown off a tattoo with the initials KC on his torso. Fans immediately connected the dots, saying it had to stand for Keyshia Cole, though some tried to argue maybe it was about the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, Keyshia's performance kept fueling the rumors. Fans dragged her London show, calling it one of her weakest ever. Some even said they walked out 30 minutes in. Low energy, off vocals, questionable song choices. It was a recipe for disaster.
I understand Hunxho is good looking, but that nigga got too many. Like, what? You really decided to get pregnant by Hunxho? And you 43 at your overgrown age, you decided to get pregnant by Hunxho? But don't get me wrong, if she is pregnant, congrats. But
and here's the thing, whether she's pregnant or not, fans are split on how they feel about it. Some say she's too grown to be caught up in Hunxho's mess, especially since he's known for juggling multiple women. But that's not all. The drama around Hunxho's love life doesn't stop with Keyshia. And the footage that leaked after this changed everything, and it left Hunxho with nowhere to hide.
Kris Jenner is not playing around, and she's firing back at Ray J after he claimed he's working with the feds to expose Kris for running a RICO empire worse than Diddy's.
Does anybody know Kim and cool with Kim? They need to tell her now. The rain is coming, the feds is coming.
So Ray J just went on record saying he's working with federal investigators to expose Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian for their alleged RICO crime. And y'all, he claims that once he's done with the Kar-Jenners, Diddy's case will pale in comparison.
This federal RICO though, KK and Kris. Ooh, the federal RICO I'm about to drop on Kris and Kim is crazy. I'm talking about, I'm on the news every day like, yeah. Fans is coming. There's nothing I can do about it. It's worse than Diddy. It's worse than Diddy. The feds are coming to investigate. Yeah, because it's like, I can't be the dirty guy no more.
And naturally, the internet lost it after Ray J's comments went viral because, well, it's Ray J talking about Kim and Kris again. But what does this actually mean? Why is Ray J bringing up RICO? RICO stands for the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. It's a U.S. federal law made to go after people running organized crime. But the key part is that you need more than one crime, usually at least 2 offenses within 10 years. On top of that, the crimes have to be connected to the same organization or enterprise. However, when it comes to the Kar-Jenners, Ray J didn't show a single piece of proof they're running a RICO empire, and most fans seem to think that he's just trolling because this isn't the first time he went after Kris Jenner. Ray's personal feud with Kris goes back to the release of Kim and Ray's infamous tape in 2020. Ray J has repeatedly claimed that Kris orchestrated it behind the scenes to boost Kim's career, and he even said Kris made them record another tape as a backup and then watched all of them so she could pick the one that would make Kim the most money.
Kim Kardashian got her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two
when you look at my signature, you look at her signature on my deliverables, that should say, it's take number 1, take number 2, and guess what? The third tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, they call Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the motherfucker and said, hey, we're gonna go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
As for Kris, she has now fired back at Ray J, and sources close to the Carr Jenners are saying Kris is allegedly preparing a cease and desist to block Ray from talking about her family. However, some fans are now saying that even if Ray is lying about working with the feds, it's not that far-fetched to believe the Carr Jenners have made their money through shady means. Some are also pointing out that the Carr Jenners were already exposed for stealing from none other than Ray's sister Brandy. This happened in the early 2000s when Kim K was working as Brandy's stylist and closet organizer, and Brandy's mom, Sonia Norwood, noticed something fishy was going on with Brandy's credit card. Fast forward to 2008, and Brandy filed a lawsuit against Kim, Chloe, Courtney, and Rob, accusing them of using Brandy's credit card to make unauthorized purchases at the Kardashian-owned stores. And while Kim quietly settled this lawsuit with Brandy's mom, the allegations about sketchy cash flow didn't stop there. Early in her career, Kim was reportedly close to fugitive Malaysian businessman Joe Low. In fact, they were so close that in 2019, the FBI questioned Kim about hundreds of thousands in cash she allegedly received from Low. And according to a report by Insider, after partying one night in Vegas with Low, Kim left the hotel with trash bags of $100 bills. But even after all the past drama, Kim kept finding new shady ways to make money. In October 2022, the Securities and Exchange Commission hit her with a $1.26 million fine for promoting a crypto scheme on Instagram. Apparently, Kim had been paid $250,000 to promote it, but she never disclosed it, which is against the law. Now, does this prove that Carr Jenners run a RICO empire? Well, no, but it definitely makes people wonder if Ray J is hinting at some deeper truth.